it loose. Enough of this talking. Let's race.
It's getting ready to happen. Everybody, it's all getting ready to get settled right here in just a minute.
Jack Sprague on the front row. Pace car off. Starter telling him to hold on. Green flag is in the air, Mike.
It's hammer down. Time to go racing now. Jack Sprague down into turn 1.
Sprague got a great jump in front of Jason Keller, followed by Randy LaJoie, Scott Riggs, and Mike McLaughlin in the 18.
What you're going to see is these guys are going to all try to get kind of single file, get to the bottom of the racetrack. That's the preferred groove here at Nazareth. You won't see much side-by-side racing the first few laps. Kenny Wallace hung to the outside there in the 48 car. 3 wide off of turn 5.
Jason Keller battling with Jack Sprague. And Jason Keller makes the pass.
And we got the 96 car up in turn 5 wall on the outside. 1 lap into the race.
It's Gus Wasson in the 96 car.
That's what you call, Steve, not a good start to the day.
No, all that preparation. And Gus Wasson in the 96. Hard to tell how much damage he does have. Let's take a look at this incident in progress, Mike Wallace.
Well, we caught it a little bit. It appears that he's already turned around at that point, so I don't know if we can get anything back before that, but the car was turned around, getting down into turn 4 there, and could have been a brake situation. Get hard under brakes, trying to get slowed down, didn't have enough heat, wheel chattered a little bit, got the car turned around. We've got a turn.
Trouble, Jack Sprague.
And that's what happened on turn 3. The corner closes up so much, and you're seeing wrecks up behind it and everything else, that once it gets shuffled up and closed, you have nowhere to go. Well, we see it's pretty simple right here. It appears the 18 car, Mike McLaughlin, best I can tell, got in the back of Jack Sprague. Again, Jack is very lucky, though. It appears he just spun without hitting anything. But the big wrecks are starting behind Jack. He's slow. The field's coming up behind him. They're stacking up, and spotters hollering wreck, and you're trying to gain spots.
Sprague goes around there in the 24. There's McLaughlin behind him. The 60 behind McLaughlin. And the 27, Jamie McMurray goes around.
And then at the very top of the picture, we're going to end up seeing somebody up here in the corner. It looks like Ricky Hendrick from a distance.
Let's take a view from Mike McLaughlin. Let's see. This should tell the tale, Mike.
Well, he's trying to tell Jack, I'm on the gas before you are, and you need to get going. I'm making a joke about that there, but right. What happens is he was able to get on the gas just a little quicker than Jack, and just got together. Nothing intentional, just racing.
Riding on board with Jason, Jamie McMurray just in front of him, listed in the 6th position.
That patience we were talking about.
49 car, Troy Klein. Caution is out again for the 5th time.
Well, this is a big chain. The
66, Casey Mears, looks like he got into the back. The 38, Mark Green. The 49, Troy Klein. Now we're riding with Greg Biffle. That's Casey Mears just ahead of him. He gets into the 38 who had checked up. And I think they were trying to avoid the 49, Mike.
Well, I think that's what was happening. And what we didn't see is the 38 car spin to the inside there, but we still haven't actually figured out where the 54 car has ended up getting so tore up at. He's run into someone, and
Murray was 6th. Nick Parker Jr. 7th. Kenny Wallace, you see ahead of them in the 48 car. He's 5th. Meanwhile, Randy LaJoie back out front. 268 starts in this series today. 15 wins, 6 poles. He was the champion in 1996 and 1997.
Yeah, Randy LaJoie is just a really, really dominant race car driver. He knows when you get him a good race car, he'll take that thing right to the front, keep it in front. And he's kind of putting on the Jason Keller show of earlier right now. He's driving away from the field. He put Shane Neal back a lap down and getting away from him. And when you got a good race car with all the experience that Randy has, it shows what's going on. He's open to lead up there.
Oh, trouble. On the backstretch. The 24 and the 5, the teammates, Jack Sprague and Ricky Hendrick involved in that. The replay.
it appears that
that's Todd Bodine, the 92 spinning.
Yeah. Todd Bodine got spun, and
he makes contact with Sprague, who got slowed down on the 24.
You can see Mark Green down on the bottom side, and there was a wreck that took place behind that got Mark involved in it. But
in with our crew chief, Barry Dodson.
Okay, I'm waiting for him. Here he comes, boys. Pit road speed. Caution's out. Caution's out. They'll probably send him on. Don't do it, boys. Too late. It'll be right side tires, and he's going to get gone. One round of wedge out.
And looks like Greg Biffle's been caught up.
Okay, back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Barry. Documenting the pit stop, right side tires of the 10 car. Greg Biffle. Heavy impact, I believe, with the 37 of Jeff Purvis. Caution out on lap 168. 7th time today.
See
Greg Biffle.
The wreck has already happened. Well, you can see what happened. Jeff Purvis appears that he's lost a motor, and he's got oil all down. And severe wreck. I hope to, that was a hard hit right in the door. But as we seen the oil that coming out from underneath Jeff's car, what happened? There was oil on the racetrack. Biffle couldn't turn the thing, and just hit him. I mean,
let's listen from Greg Biffle's cockpit. On board with Greg Biffle.
You can tell that Greg hit him awful hard. You can finally see Greg starting to move his hands around a little bit inside the car, which is good. The window net's not down, but we are seeing some movement inside the car. And look how hard this car is hit. It's literally moved the roof apart up here in this area. That's a tremendous hit.
Take a look at the car there, Mike.
Well, what you see here, I mean, it's a tribute to all the race car. I mean, right in this area here, you can tell it had an extreme impact. And first of all, I want to take and compliment Greg Biffle, as Randy Goss says.
Yes.
Greg realized he was going to hit Jeff Purvis, and he was thinking what was going to be the less harmful to both of them. You see the motor blow, bounce off the wall, turn right towards Biffle. I mean, he was in a situation where he was going to drive into him nose first, and he was good enough and smart enough to get the car turned and hit him with the softest part of the car, which was the back of it. Both of them took vicious crashes. What you seen there was Tony Raines down low, got wiggled, slowed down. Biffle went to the outside,
and as you said, I mean, Greg,
guys on pit road will like that.
White flag in the air, 1 mile for Jason Keller. Score his 9th NASCAR Busch Series win.
Well, the one thing we're seeing happening here is that the fastest car of the day appears to win the race. We just got to get through 2 more corners here as he's coming off of turn 5 right now for the checkered flag.
And Jason Keller takes the checkered flags and wins the Stackertude 200 here in Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
Along with Scott Riggs behind him, and Ron Hornaday and Jamie Murray, followed up by Randy LaJoy.
And Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the 25 car.
See, those guys have won too much this year. They're not excited enough.
They're not as excited.
Yeah, I mean, they need to be throwing water and jumping off top of each other. And
teammates, congratulations.
look at Barry down in the middle of it. Go ahead, act like a crew chief, Barry. Jump on somebody.